poppin', what you callin'? I been ballin', gotta be patient while you ballin'. If your nigga ain't get you shit, then why you ballin'? Crying, stop bitching, that bitch ain't.
What is up, my fellow crackers and nigglets? For the most part, I got the whole motor pretty much disassembled for the most part. Only thing really I gotta get off is the headers and the exhaust, and then hopefully this Friday or Saturday I can pull this motor out. It should be a very quick pull, to be honest. It should take about like 30-40 minutes to pull this motor out. But for the most part, I will give you guys kind of a little run around on the vehicle just to see what I will be doing here in the near future to get this shit pretty much back up to my high standards of a vehicle that I want. So for everybody that knows or don't know, this is my 1988 325IS Coupe. Pretty much the main thing that I will be doing to this car is boosting it, as well as body work, a whole lot of it, because there's some shit I found out taking this car apart that I'm not so happy to be doing, but I gotta do it anyway. So for the most part, I have new valve covers coming in, aftermarket intake manifold, turbo is going to be coming here soon, and then pretty much once the motor is out, I'll be what I want to do. I want to do a shave bay, so that will be the plan for pretty much everything. Interior wise, nothing beats a black car with red interior, and we got that 5-speed manual in there. You know what I'm saying? If you drive a manual, these bitches is fun. If you don't know how to drive a manual, your parents don't love you. Anywho, but for the most part, the things that I do need bodywork, fabrication wise, that I'll be doing, I have this big ass hole in my fucking trunk that I'll have to weld, and then I'll have this fucking clusterfuck that's in my car that the previous owners did. You know, if you're gonna leave one hole in the car, how about you just leave both the holes in the fucking car? And then we have slight body damage from the ice storm that I crashed in. I'll have to get new wheels set up. Pretty much, I want to keep this car black, so I'm pretty much just gonna sand it all, straighten everything out, and then either I'm not painting this motherfucker. I'm gonna just wrap it, painting. Cool on that, as well as this is what I found out. I found this little nice little discovery this weekend, or this past weekend, so that's gonna be fun. But that should be easy. Nothing too serious, to be honest. Just a little pull, reinforce, back to new, but not new, but new to me in a sense. Other than that, pretty much the whole rundown that I want to do for this car. Turbo wise, I'm not really concerned how big of a turbo, to be honest with you. The main things that I am waiting for or waiting to get are going to be forged pistons, ARP heads, rod bearings, pretty much do the whole 9 yard and just build this up. Because if you know Beamers, these bitches can hold boost like a fat chick can hold a cake, and a lot of cake. But for the most part, I am boosting it. If this motor for some reason ever does blow up, we're gonna go to an M52. If that reason or some reason that motor blows up, we will be, I don't know yet. I'm debating if I want to attempt to do a K series swap or if I want to go LS. But between Beamer motors and LS's, those are like 5-piece puzzles for me. So those are like the two motors that I am more knowledgeable with. So LS though is my last option. Those are fucking dirt cheap. Those are puzzles pretty much, just like Beamer motors. They're puzzles. LS's are just, you you can find most parts for LS at a fucking junkyard. For these, you honestly, it's hit and miss when it comes to junkyards, especially here in the Midwest. A lot of the times, shit, it's kind of hard to find actually good motor, to be honest, or just a car that's at least in the 80s that's not fucking ran through like a high school cheerleader. And so, for the most part, I want to keep it German. And then eventually, we'll see in a couple years how this looks, and then eventually go LS. But for right now, I'm sticking with German. This is the original block. This has about, the odometer stopped working around 187,000. So I'm assuming this block has around 200 and, I'm just gonna guess between 200,000 miles. But it's still running. It's running relatively very strong. It leaks oil, but it only leaks oil because I kind of hillbilly the oil pan. I did not replace the oil pan when I cracked it a few months ago. I just put the original one back on there and then just put some fucking putty around it. You gotta do what you gotta do when you're on a budget. But now that my budget kind of increased, I can do a lot more that I want to do. And so that's the plan. Shave bay. I want all these wires out. For the most part, I just want this bitch to look clean. I don't want to copy anybody's builds. I do get kind of inspiration from YouTubers that I do watch, like I Am Joel. I fuck with that light skin. I don't think he light skin, but he look light skin. I fuck with him. My name M3 Josh, or my name's Josh, whatever he is. That's out in Chicago. That man, I've talked to him a few times here and there through Facebook Market. That man, he's greatly appreciated in the BMW community. I will tell you that. Other than that, I'm a simple man when it comes to builds. I like my OEM Plus. Wide body wise, I like them, but I don't like them. It all depends on the vision, to be honest. Fresh kicks, fuck with fresh kicks. Mike, I fuck with Mike. But when it comes to the BMW community, I get mainly all my inspirations from I Am Joel. My name's Josh, and a few others, but those are just a few. But overall, it's gonna be a fun little build. It's gonna be a fun little death trap, I'll tell you that. Roll cage, I don't know if I want to do. I don't really give a fuck about roll cage. I'll do, if I do roll cage, to be honest, I'll probably do a half cage. I don't. Full roll cage you don't really need unless you're pushing like actual serious power. This ain't gonna be making that much, but since it weighs damn near, what is it, like 2,700 pounds, 400 pounds feels like a lot. So that's my goal. And so it's gonna be a little fun little